Hey, this is SJ Talks a Life coming back at you with another video. Never covet and envy what someone else has. I was just having that marination earlier. Everybody's talking about this Isis, the trophy wife. Check my video out where I'm talking about that. Circulating all over TikTok and YouTube. She was a trophy wife, married this man. She already had 2 kids, and she married this guy. I guess had 2 more by him. Trying to get the story straight. And she just found out she was a trad / trophy wife. He was paying all the bills and stuff. I guess he makes decent money. And she just found out, and she has a platform, and her whole platform was based on coaching women and telling women how to get this provider husband, the things that they can do to try to land a high value man. Like I said in my other video, a man's worth is not determined by how much money he makes. But they consider a man making a significant amount of money a high value man, which is not true. It has nothing to do with how much money a man has. But that's what they call a high value man. So her whole platform was based on coaching women how to get this provider high value man. And now she just did a video. I just went back to check her channel. That's the only video that she has on her channel now. She took down all the rest of them. So now she came on and did a video. I played a clip of it in that other video, talking about that she found out that he, I don't want to use that word, that he done something to her 2 little girls, ages 2 and 4. I try to watch my wording on that. It's very, very, that's sad. He's a piece of trash. It's hard to find the words. He's a piece of trash. It's the most horrible and horrific thing for a man to do, is to do that to a child, or it's bad enough to do it to a woman. And then they said that he was violating her as well. That's what she said. It's sad. But anywho, where I'm going with this is that, she guys right. Okay, where's she going with this? Where I'm going with this is that in those videos, she deleted all the rest of the videos, and she just left that one video up where she's talking about what he did and everything like that. Because her whole platform was based on her lifestyle and her trying to coach women into telling them what they can do and to land this high value man. And she also talked about her lifestyle. And I actually caught one of the videos before she took it down. And she was talking about how, she was driving a Porsche or some type of car. Porsche, I want to say it was a Porsche, BMW. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which car I'm going to drive today and all this kind of stuff. And so she was kind of bragging and talking about, kind of coming across like she was bragging and talking about how I'm trying to decide which kind of car if I want to drive the Porsche or something like that. She was going into all that. So basically she was talking about what she had materially And that was one of the other videos that I caught before she took it down. And I couldn't help but to think, how many women envied this woman? How many women envied this woman? How many women coveted? Because there was women coming in her comment section saying, "Yeah, I'm trying to do," because she was talking about how, she was talking about how women should wear their makeup and your weight and all kinds of stuff. Women shouldn't be doing any of those things for a man, to get a man. But she was going into all that, and so there were women in her comment section saying, "Yeah, I'm fixing myself up, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, trying to, and stuff like that." So I stopped and thought. I said, "Well, I wonder how many of these women envied Isis." That's her name. That's the name of her channel. I wondered how many women envied and coveted what she had. Oh, I wish I had a husband like that. How many single mothers, because she was a single mother when she met him, how many single mothers coveted what she had, aspired to be in that same position that she was in? It just kind of made me wonder. Because she wasn't on my radar until this situation, because I don't watch that kind of content. I'm not trying to land any man. So, if I did watch that content, it would be for entertainment purposes, or if I'm doing some research for a video topic or something like that. But other than that, I have no interest in that kind of content, because I have no desire to, I don't want to be a wife. So, and, I'm not trying to pull in no man. But, it just made me wonder how many single mothers looked at her content and said, "Oh, I want me a high value man like that. I wish I had me a man taking care of me like that. Oh wow, she's so blessed." And I just wondered how many women coveted her position. And come to find out, she done married a monster. That's the title of her video, "I Married a Monster." Come to find out, she married a monster. She on there bragging about what she had. Which kind of car should I drive today? And come to find out, she married a monster. So that just made me marinate and meditate on, we should never, ever, ever envy and covet what someone else has. Because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. There are so many women out here like her that put on a facade. She said he was violating her. Yes, there is such thing as a man violating his wife. But she still carried on this facade. Just to think how many women when I was in a Jehovah's Witness organization, me and this one sister got real cool. I studied with her. She had this beautiful, big, beautiful home on an affluent side of town in my city. In the affluent side of town, very expensive homes in this area. She had a big, beautiful home over in that area. Big, beautiful home. She was married with 3 kids. From looking from the outside in, it appeared they were doing real well. From looking on the outside in, it would appear that they were doing really, really well. Her husband was an elder, I believe it was. And from looking on the outside in, you would think that she had it all, that they were doing so good. And, I'm into real estate, so I love houses. So I was like, oh, this house is so pretty, it's so beautiful, and everything like that. But he winded up leaving the organization, leaving her for another woman. She had to foreclose on the house. He winded up dipping for another woman, and he left the organization altogether. So I wasn't envying her or necessarily coveting what she had, because I don't think I carry the jealousy gene. I might have. I'm not saying I've never envied someone in my lifetime. I didn't envy her situation, but jealousy, I don't get jealous. I don't think I have the jealousy gene. I think I'm missing the jealousy gene. I'm a congratulator. I'm not a hater. I just don't get jealous of people. I don't. I don't get envy. I really don't envy people either. I'm not saying I never envied someone, but in most cases I don't envy. In most cases I definitely don't get jealous. I really seriously think I'm missing the jealousy gene. It's like when they say older women get jealous of younger women. I don't feel the jealousy. I don't feel jealous of younger women. I'm literally missing the jealousy gene. I literally don't feel jealous of the younger women. I don't. I don't feel jealous of anybody. You know, I don't get. I'm a congratulator. I'm not a hater. So, anywho, from looking on the outside in, it would have appeared that she had it all, but she didn't. So we should never envy what anybody else has. Never be jealous or envy or covet what someone else has, because you do not know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what that person is going through. They say never ever compare your life to somebody else's. We're all on a different journey in this life. It don't makes no difference whether it's family members. It doesn't matter who it is. Never compare your life to someone else's, because we are literally all on a different journey in this life. We're on a different journey. We're on a different path. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. It may appear that someone has it all, and they can be under complete turmoil behind closed doors. They can be dealing with sickness, illness, whatever. You don't know. You don't know. Like I always say, you never know what people are going through. You don't know what people are going through. And we can't go by what we see. Everything is not the way it seems. Everything is not the way it appears to be. It's sometimes when people are looking from the outside in, they have a perception of how they think your life is. And it could be totally different, a totally different reality. Now, just imagine if I was jealous of that sister, or I had envied that sister. And then that was the end result of her husband leaving her for another woman, her losing her home. We should never, ever, ever envy or covet what someone else has. Because you don't know what's going. And then with this one, she all this was going on. This man was abusing her behind closed doors. She on social media bragging and stuff. I'm trying to figure out what kind of car to drive today. And this man is steady abusing her behind closed doors. How many single mothers and women that watched her content coveted what she had, wishing that they had the same thing that she had? And all this was going on behind closed doors. He messing with the kids behind closed doors. Now she's headed for divorce court. People talking about doing a GoFundMe for her. You know? Never envy or covet. And I'm repeating myself for a reason. Never envy or covet what someone else has. We are all on a different journey in this life. You cannot compare your life to someone else's, because everything look good ain't good. And everything is not the way it seems. It might appear, looking from the outside in, somebody got it going on. But you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. That's just like with that sister I just talked about, that Jehovah's Witness sister that had the beautiful home and everything and husband. But look what was going on behind closed doors. You see that? Beautiful home. You can't do that. You know? That's why it even says in the Bible that we shouldn't do that. That's scriptural. Do not envy, do not covet what your neighbor has. Because everything ain't what it's cracked up to be. Everything is not the way it seems. She on here bragging about what she had, and look what was going on behind closed doors. And that's what she based her whole content off of, her lifestyle. And try to coach other women into doing the same thing. And a lot of those men at that level, not saying all, but a lot of those men at that level or any level are, when they get to that power and money, they're abusive. In a lot of cases, when a man is at that level, they're abusive. Because they think they have power and control over you because they do have money. Because they figure, because they are taking care of you. And a woman should never be 100% totally dependent on a man. For that very reason. For that very reason. But they think if they're taking care of you and they're doing everything for you, they got so much power over you and they can make or break you. You know, a woman should never, ever give a man that kind of power over her life. I don't care how much money he has. Get your own bag. Have your own bag. So just in case he want to look up, he want to jump up with another woman, okay? You know? You got your own bag. Or he want to abuse you. Because they feel like you can't leave. They feel like, oh, where she gonna go? What she gonna do? So they feel like they can do what they want to you. Don't give a man that kind of power. I don't care how broke I am. I'm a bounce. But that's easier said than done. Easier said than done. It's easy for me to say because I ain't never been in that situation. But never give that man total control, financial or anything. Financial control over your life. Get your own bag, ladies. And that's what I was marinating on it and meditating on. That, yeah, we should never ever covet what someone else is saying. Because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. It may appear that they have it all. But the whole world could be collapsing behind closed doors and you don't even know it. Never compare your life to someone else's. We're all literally on a different journey. Okay, hit that like, subscribe, and share notification. And till the next video, you guys be blessed.